Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good morning to everyone present for this session. Welcome to Sarosh Digital Learning, Class 7th, History Subject, Lesson number 10, The Expansion of the Maratha Power. In the last session, we have almost covered the 3 paragraphs which is given on page number 44. Let's continue the chapter, The Expansion of the Maratha Power. Students, look at page number 44. Last paragraph, Balaji Vishwanath. After Shahu Maharaj was released by the Mughals, he made Balaji Vishwanath a Peshwa. Please have a look on page number 45. After Shahu Maharaj was released by the Mughals, he made Balaji Vishwanath a Peshwa. Balaji hailed from Srivardhan in Konkan. He was competent and experienced. He convinced many Sardars that Shahu Maharaj was the real heir of the Maratha Empire and made them join hands with him. Competent, this means that he is the competitor and he can compete with anyone, and he was well experienced. Okay, students? Next comes Kanhoji Angre was the chief of Maratha Navy. He chose to side with Maharani Tarabai and attack the territories of Shahu Maharaj. This gave rise to a difficult situation. Under these circumstances, Shahu Maharaj sent Balaji to fight against Kanhoji Angre. Balaji avoided the war and won Kanhoji over to Shahu Maharaj's side. Now Kanhoji Angre, he was the chief of Maratha Navy and he chose to side with Maharani Tarabai and attacked the territories of Shahu Maharaj. Means which was under Shahu Maharaj, Maharani Tarabai tried to attack all the territories of Shahu Maharaj. And under these conditions, Shahu Maharaj sent Balaji to fight against Kanhoji Angre. Now let us move towards the next para. Chauthai and Sardesh Mukhi writes. Now we will see what is Chauthai and Sardesh Mukhi. Chauthai means 1/4 part and Sardesh Mukhi means 1/10 part of the revenue from the Mughal territory in Deccan. Okay, students? Let us move. After strengthening the position of Shahu Maharaj in Maharashtra, Balaji turned his attention to the politics in the north. The Delhi court after the death of Emperor Aurangzeb was marked by bickering and confusion. The Sayyid brothers Abdullah, Hassan and Hussain Ali had become very influential with their help in 1719 Christ era. Balaji obtained from the Mughal emperor the grants or sanads to collect Chauthai and Sardesh Mukhi from the Mughal territory in the Deccan. These sanads gave the Maratha the rights to collect 1/4 part and 1/10 part of the revenue from the Mughal territory in the Deccan. This paragraph means that after the death of Aurangzeb, the Sayyid brothers Abdullah Hasan and Hussain Ali became very influential. With their help, Balaji obtained sanads to collect Chauthai, that is 1/4 part of the revenue from the Mughal territory and the 1/10 part of the revenue from the Mughal territory in Deccan. Next comes towards Bajirao first. Bajirao first. After the death of Balaji Vishwanath, Shahu Maharaj appointed Balaji's son Bajirao first, the Peshwa in 1720 Christ era. He expanded the Maratha Empire during his term by 20 years. Now this para means on the death of Balaji Vishwanath, his son Bajirao first was appointed as Peshwa by Shahu Maharaj in 1720 Christ era. The Mughal Emperor Farooq appointed Nizamul Mulk, the Subedar of Deccan. Next comes towards this paragraph. Nizam's defeat at Palkhed. The Mughal Emperor Farooq Sir appointed Nizamul Mulk, the Subedar of Deccan in 1713 Christ era, who tried to establish his separate existence at Hyderabad. Bajirao defeated Nizam at Palkhed and Nizam accepted the right of the Maratha to collect Chauthai and Sardesh Mukhi in Deccan. Bajirao dispatched Maratha army under the leadership of Chimaji Appa to strengthen the Maratha power in Malwa. King Chhatrasal of Bundelkhand was attacked and defeated by the Mughal Subedar Muhammad Khan Bangush of Allahabad. On appeal of King Chhatrasal, Bajirao with his huge army defeated Bangush and established Maratha supremacy in Malwa and Bundelkhand. He demanded the Subedari of Malwa from the emperor, as the emperor declined this demand. He marched on Delhi in 1737. Bajirao defeated Nizam, who had proceeded to Delhi to defend the Mughal power at Bhopal. Nizam agreed to secure the Subedari of Malwa to the Marathas from the emperor. Bajirao sent Chimaji Appa to Vasai. Chimaji Appa, he went to Vasai as the Portuguese were oppressing their subjects. Chimaji Appa conquered Thane. Chimaji Appa conquered Thane, defeated the Portuguese and and secured the fort of Versailles. Fort of Versailles. On receiving the news of invasion by Nadir Shah and had returned to Iran by the time Bajirao reached Burhanpur. Where he reached? To Burhanpur. Bajirao breathed his last at Raverkhedi on the banks of the Narmada in April 1740. In April 1740. Then Bajirao was a great general. He had established the Maratha supremacy in the north. Maratha supremacy in the north. He won status for the Maratha power as a formidable power in the whole of India. He made the Marathas a formidable power in the whole of India. In his time, the Shinde, Holkar, Pawar, Gaikwad families attained prominence. So, students, we have completed this chapter today, and inshallah we will be continuing the next session with a new lesson. For today, thank you children. Have a nice day. Hope you might have understood this whole chapter number 10, the expansion of the Maratha power. Thanks.